episodes later, this man has been a beast. I'm like, this guy is a good king. He is doing everything in his power to keep everybody together. The mere fact that this has not run completely off the rails until this point speaks well, regardless of whether he might be blinding himself to certain information. He says, I am going to maintain the entire main purpose of what we're doing, even as my body falls apart. Yeah. This man, and also he's a good father. Like, I mean, to his daughter, his other sons are assholes, but his daughters, Rhaenyra, like the fact that this man said, I'm going to walk into the throne, support my daughter's movement as into power, not take my pain medicine and deal with it and get on that sharp ass throne that probably will kill him more than the
snap him in, carve him in half at the right, carve him in half. He's so weak. Yeah,
man.
I was enjoying seeing Otto Hightower like, oh fuck, my plan's not gonna work.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Fuck you, Otto.
Well, I have to admit, I've moved across to Team Black in the last, I last couple episodes. I was thinking, I always was very sympathetic to Queen Alicent, and watching her kids to grow up to be just right little shits. And letting them rape the bloody girl, and then just like, and the other kids at least seem half decent, half normal.
Yeah.
And mind you, what's the second kid? Aemon looks like
Aemon's a psychopath, but I'm not gonna lie. I like Aemon. He's a psychopath.
He's got trouble written all over him, and he looks like the singer from Dead or Alive.
He's like a young Daemon Targaryen.
He's ready to get on and start singing "You Spin Me Right Round" because he's got the thing on his eye. I'm surprised no one has said it. He looks just like the guy from Dead or Alive. I'm waiting for him to get up and start singing "You Spin Me Right Round."
Yo, nobody remembers him because it's from the 80s and early 90s.
Everything good in this world came from the 80s. Actually, that's not true. I came from the 70s, but I barely remember the 70s. But You Spin Me Right Round, baby. He looks like and when he faces off against Matt Damon, you just think 2 peas in a pod.
But they are the exact same people.
They even look the same. And just really put the eye patch on, because sometimes I think, gee, they look alike as well. If it was an eye patch, but they're going to run into each. Those two are just going to go hammer and tong.
Absolutely.
That's going to be, and it's interesting in the show how the love between the two girls, Alicent and Rhaenyra, is there. It's still there, and it's there during the dinner, and it's real, and they do admire each other, even beyond all their fears and all their.
Right.
But the kids are just ready to go feral again.
Yeah,
they're just. What those two girls have planted in their children's lives growing up is not the respect. It's been the fear. It's been the hatred.
Set up from the beginning.
And and even when they fight and they cut each other's eyes out and they steal each other's dragons, all they're doing is just manifesting, building that up. And now Alicent has my take on it. I think everyone else's take on it. Accidentally thinks that Aegon is supposed to be she heard it, and she's going to race off now and go, I heard my husband say Aegon's it. Everyone's going to go, we don't know that. She didn't have her iPhone with her.
This is what happens when you don't change the names of your kids over generations. And you keep repeating the same name over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, there's a warning in that for everybody who's going to be king. Don't name your kids.
Don't fuck your family, and don't name them the same people over and over.
You just get so used to it. You just get so used to these Targaryens just marrying off that you get to the point you think, oh, that sounds like a good match. Wait,
right?
Brother, no.
None of this sounds right, but why did it sound so right?
Because in their mind, but again, it's going to come back and bite. It's the classic Game of Thrones world where every decision has a consequence.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a good decision or a right decision that ends up crap. To me, the ultimate bad decision in this, going back, is right. Even though the king was a good king, I agree. He had a good heart. He was a good father. But making his daughter queen and then marrying Alicent was trouble. Like that is where, and particularly making. And we think, oh, Rhaenyra, we love Rhaenyra. We want her to be queen. Of course, we want to be queen in our hearts with her. But this is not the world of being nice.
Right.
We know Martin doesn't reward people for doing what's right or wrong, just for doing what's smart.
Right.
And what is logical and playing the game. And the king, I'm already going back thinking, where did this all start? Because it's now built up. Like every episode, like Andor, it's just building up. And, and what was it? It's when he said, my daughter's going to be queen. And he's doubled down on that. He did it again in this episode. He keeps doubling down. These are my family. These are not bastards. Anyone who calls my daughter's kids bastards. And I think that's going to be. We're heading now. Now that the king is dead, it's gloves are off, people.
Yeah. No, I will disagree with you on one thing. I think this all started off whenever he let his wife die for the mutilated baby.
Well, because you could. The truth is that it's guilt that he gave her. I think Rhaenyra the queen.
Well, no, but even think about it. If the mother had not died, Rhaenyra would have naturally ended up being the queen at some point because she was the only lineage, and there would have never been a Millicent. The stuff with the hand would never have been into existence.
But the thing is, if you heard the Maester said, either way, the original wife was gonna die because she can't.
Not for certain, but he kind of. Was he kind of saying this is? It was. Yeah.
And if you go back, like
I thought he said that it was on the baby. It was like the baby is gonna die or the mother's gonna die.
They were saying, like, if I remember correctly, like you can save the baby, but you can't. You can try saving the baby, but you can't save the wife. Because what are you gonna do with a dead baby inside? They can't. They have to do the C-section, whether the baby lives or dies, because they can't pull it out. So either way, the wife dies.
I thought they would have I thought they would have been able to pull out the baby. Just it wouldn't have been able to pull out the baby alive because it was breached. So there was no way to turn the baby around. So they'd have pulled out the baby by its legs, and it would have just suffocated.
We'll have to go back. We'll have to go back.
Let's remind our friends to please click on the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we have new videos out.
Subscribe!
Subscribe!
Subscribe!